everyone, welcome back. It is Wednesday. It is time for another a weekly review. Today we have NXT Heatwave. If you haven't, go check out our AEW Forbidden Door review that aired yesterday. If you haven't already, go watch that. Then come back and watch this. And while you're watching this, make sure you're down there giving this a thumbs up, giving this a like, giving us a subscribe. Go follow Campo. Campo.Reviews is here. He does reviews. You know what he does. Go follow him as well. Go follow us on Spotify. You know what to do. So today we are talking about NXT Heatwave. Another show, another WWE show. We are talking. This arena was very small before we start.
Yeah, I mean,
No, but
I don't.
what I'm saying is I don't care about the small arena shows. Sometimes the crowds in small arena shows are more fun. It's just people barely had enough space to walk between the ring and the.
Yeah, yeah.
So every time there was any outside spots, any topes or anything like that, I was like, oh,
I think that's. I mean, it's not always the case, but I think that's what AEW is really good at is having like a huge amount. They have way more ring space than any WWE
mhm.
show uses.
Yeah.
Like you take an extra 3 to 4 feet of space than like WWE.
Oh yeah. But we'll start off. It is a triple threat match to determine the number one contender for the NXT Women's Championship. We are getting Lola Vice versus Jada Parker versus Kalani Jordan.
This was a really bad match.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
I'm. I'm not even just trying to be negative because I've slowly come around on
Jordan or Parker?
not Parker.
Excuse me.
Not
Yeah.
Parker. I think Parker, considering like the way my friends talk about her, is like the most overrated person I've ever heard in wrestling. Like I get
Jada
it,
Parker.
you
Yeah.
think she's good looking, but she's not good at she's
No.
not a top tier talent in any categories. And yes, there's
No.
room to grow. So I'm not just sitting here being like a negative
Blowing smoke.
Nancy.
Yeah.
She's just not good right now. So why are we talking about her
She
like
doesn't.
she's good?
Yeah, she doesn't need to be in the top. And Lola Vice, I don't know if this is the right choice. She ends up winning this match.
Yeah,
One thing I
it's
was distracted more by her tan lines.
That's so weird. Listen, Lola Vice is the best out of these three, but she's
Right.
still so low on the pecking order of even on NXT that
But
I
that's the
don't
thing.
see the
Give her a little bit more time in AAA. She's doing well in AAA. I would have kept her there for a little bit longer.
they even mentioned that, I believe,
Yeah.
on this show
Yes.
that they should have left her in AAA or something like that. They make a comment,
She's they said she's making waves in AAA.
something like that.
We
Um,
only get Vic Joseph and Booker T on this show, and Booker T was bad.
you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of just tuned out the commentary
Yeah,
completely.
eh?
I'm gonna like 100%. I barely listened to anything that they said. It
Yeah.
was just one of those shows where not I didn't want to watch it because we seem to have a good time with most of the NXT stuff. It's
Yep.
just I didn't have a care at all that I had to watch this.
Yeah.
So it was just like put it on and I just stared at the
Watch it.
TV
Yeah.
until it was over.
But
Um,
Lola
it wa
Vice doesn't. Go ahead. Sorry.
it was not a good match, like by
No.
any means. Not on this
No.
show. It was just a
When
really
Lola
poorly
Vice
put together
when
match.
Lola Vice is the best talent in this match, and she's not there yet. Like,
Yeah.
yes, she has a little bit of potential. Like, there's
Kalani Jordan has the most potential of all of them. She just doesn't have any of the other skills of a wrestler except in ring like acrobatics.
yeah, she has the acrobatics. She
She
needs
doesn't
a
have
little
any technical stuff. She can't
no
talk. She
selling.
doesn't have a character. She can't sell. So
Yeah,
it's like really but like her the potential you could see in her is a
yeah.
lot higher than anybody
Than
else.
any.
Jada Parker is like your most basic level WWE diva type of wrestler.
Yeah,
Like that's all she is.
she's just like the that girl who manages BFAB there, the one who manages the Street Profit.
BFAB she's better than BFAB.
Okay.
BFAB is is probably the worst in ring worker that works in WWE right now.
Lash Legend.
At least she's big.
Okay.
She has power.
Yeah.
Like Lola Vice has the fighting ability.
Yeah.
She's just like the most quintessential type of NXT wrestler. That's just
Yeah.
like
Bland.
can't cut a promo, can't do anything.
Yeah. She's spicy because she's Latin.
I just think that this match was like you needed at least one carrying type of wrestler in this match, and you
Now,
didn't
do
have
you
that.
think Lola Vice will beat JC Jane or no?
Can I be honest with you?
Mm.
Who fucking cares?
Just give
Like
it to Jordan Grace. We
JC
all,
JC Jane is equally as low, in my opinion, on the NXT pecking
hmm
order as Lola Vice is.
yeah,
But they're both in contention. One of them is the
yeah.
champion, and one of them is
I
going to fight for the
my
belt.
my thing. I think it's going to end up going to Blake Monroe. She's going to beat JC Jane because she's going to say, "I helped you win keep this belt against Thing."
Yeah.
And she's going to get a match, and then we're going to get a Blake Monroe versus Jordan Grace, another one. And
I don't think that WWE, I don't want to say the
is
word
that smart?
appreciates because I don't want to say appreciates because I don't think that's the word. They don't they don't think of Jordan Grace being as good as she actually was in TNA
In TNA
because
or
the way
Blake
they're
Monroe for
booking her
that
right
matter.
now is really strange.
Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get to the match. With that, we are going into our second match, NXT Tag Team Championship matches. Hank and Tank, basically Public Enemy 2.0 versus the Dark State.
It's okay. It's I like Hank and Tank. I'm gonna just be
Yeah,
honest with you. I really
yeah,
like
yeah.
Hank and Tank the
They're a
same way that I really
fun
like
tank. Yeah,
Fraxium.
yeah.
But they're such an absolute blatant ripoff of Public Enemy that I'm surprised Public Enemy is not like all over podcasts talking shit
Well, they're
about
dead.
both of them died.
I think they're both dead. Yeah.
I thought one of them was still alive.
Timmy's on it, but I think they're both dead.
That's crazy to me. Like, how did none of the old school wrestlers be like, well, that's obviously a ripoff of Public Enemy?
Yeah. The Public Enemy, Professional Wrestling, Rocco
Chuck
Rock,
D.
Chuck D. Johnny Grunge died in 2006, and Rocco Rock died in 2002.
Holy
So,
shit, that was like a long time ago.
yeah. So yeah, they've been dead for quite a while, almost
Well,
25 years.
I guess that's why they ripped them off after 20 years. There it becomes
Was it the public domain? Public
yeah,
Enemy became public
public
domain.
domain. I mean, they were named after a rap group.
Yes.
Anyways,
So that's why I'm wondering where's Flavor Flav and all. Can you imagine
yeah,
Flavor Flav
I mean, you should just do it.
comes out with the
Um,
big clock?
but I don't like Dark State. I said this
No.
before. I
But that's
think
the thing.
they had one of the worst builds ever as like
They
that
lost
spooky faction.
they lost every single match. So how the hell do they get a tag team championship
Well, they
match?
cheated.
Yeah. And they win.
I was really upset about that.
Yeah. I did not like this.
I don't I don't want to call this match not good. It was fine. But I think that it was
But it was all
completely
Hank and Tank.
carried by Hank and Tank. Those other
Yeah.
two guys are clearly like, and I'm sure someone in the comments would love to tell me about it because NXT fans seem to love talking about really bad
hmm
things as if they're good for some reason. Um, but the faction that those guys they have are clearly like wrestlers in training. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're clearly from the system because they're not like even remotely there yet.
Yeah. Dion Lennox did play for the LA Rams.
It's an NXT signing, just
Yeah.
grabbing some athletes and I'll turn
Yeah.
them into wrestlers.
Kind of what we'll see later on in the show.
Well, yeah. I don't want to call this match bad. Like I said, it was fine.
No, it was fine. And Dark State are your new champions. So with that, we get a triple threat match for the for the TNA Knockouts Championship. Ash by Elegance against JC Jane and Masha Slamovich.
I really liked this match, but
hmm
I have to admit, JC Jane was just there
To
to be
to
there. Like
to
she
be
didn't
there
really
because
do anything of note for the
no.
whole match.
And I love the fact that they're not hiding the fact that Ash used to be Dana Brooke in WWE. They're acknowledging that like she's the same. It's the same person. It's not like
But
and
I love like that the way that they talk about it,
hmm
which I didn't see this on the show because like I said, I wasn't really paying attention.
hmm
This is from like a later clip that I found. From like I guess a meme page where the way they're talking about it is as if they need to explain to WWE fans that
who
that
she
is
wasn't.
Dana Brooke. You're not crazy. It's just because she has a different name.
Yeah.
Like as if they're not going to just notice that
No,
that's
but I
Dana
mean,
Brooke.
yes, acknowledge it, but you don't have to give a full-on explanation about
Yeah,
it.
like just say that
Yeah.
that's Ash by Elegance. She used to
Formerly
be
Dana Brooke. Yeah.
formerly Dana Brooke.
Yeah. This is her first match back in NXT after 8 years, right?
It's
That's all
been
you have to
8 years.
since she was in NXT, yeah.
Oh. How
Or
long was she
something
on the
like
main roster?
like 6 years. Oh,
I
they
didn't.
mentioned the fact she's a multiple time 24/7 champion.
Yeah, she is.
Um, but she really impressed me in this match though. Ash was really good in this match. I just found the outside especially with the narrow walkways. You had the concierge, you had M, and you had Heather, and you had Jasmine Nix, and you had
Yeah, a
that.
lot of the WWE crowd wasn't ready for the concierge, like because they'd never experienced him
Yeah,
before, and he just came out and he was like straight up concierging the shit out of
yeah,
it. Yeah, he's great.
he's good though. He's good. We had a few conversations with this guy. He's a good dude. He's a good dude.
Yeah, he's a good guy,
Um, yeah, and Ash is your new champion.
which I'm okay with because
Yeah.
I mean, seeing Masha Slamovich, seeing this type of match, and I think it happens later again
Hmm.
with the other women's match. There's a lot of women's matches on this card.
Yeah.
Um, Seeing this match with these three wrestlers not be like a WWE style match
Hmm.
was kind of odd to watch, but
Yeah. This
it
felt like a TNA match.
yeah, it felt very TNA.
Yeah.
And the other women's match felt like really Japanesey between
Yeah. But they
Mariah May
both,
and
yeah, but they did both work.
but like yeah, Masha Slamovich,
Yeah.
it's weird seeing her on WWE TV, but like she's still like
I think you're gonna see her more often now.
she's really good.
Yeah. So with that, our next match, Blake Monroe versus Jordan Grace.
Um
Arguably the best match on the card.
Definitely the best match on the card.
Yeah.
Maybe. I thought the main event was pretty good.
Yeah. Surprisingly, yes. Yobagoya.
It's the
Yeah.
best Yobagoya match I've ever seen.
Oh yeah. But we'll talk about that when we get there.
Um,
But this was really good though. Like you said, it was very Japanese. You could see Mariah May, Blake Monroe using what she's learned in Stardom here.
the only thing is, and I can't remember who I was watching talk about it. It might have been Brian Alvarez or
Sean Ross,
Sean Ross or the other guy who's the one that rates matches,
Dave Meltzer.
Dave Meltzer. And they were talking about like both of these women were top tier stars in their company,
Hmm.
and now they're just doing nothing on the development show for WWE.
Yeah.
And it's weird because Mariah May left a
Was the
company.
AEW champion.
She left a company where she was getting a push to go to another company where she got a push just to leave them and go to the development company for WWE where she's playing a very similar type of character
The
to
glamour.
everything else that you've seen, which
Yeah.
is that her do plus a cross between Tony Storm and Ash by Elegance. It's a
Yeah.
really strange
Amalgamation.
she like it's almost like it's even though I get it, it's her dream to be in WWE, but it's kind of like you were a top star and now you're like this 27th person on the pecking order.
Yeah. Who knows where she could have gone in AEW if they
Which
stuck
I don't
behind her.
care that she left AEW, but
That's her
you were
choice.
part of
Yeah.
the most prominent women's storyline in the world at
Yep.
that point. And now
Yep.
you're wrestling for nothing.
Yeah. Um, but we do get some outside stuff that she cheats to win. What she did at one point was she removed the lower turnbuckle and did a top drop toe hold onto Jordan Grace. She hits her face on the turnbuckle and she gets the win on this one. But there was some great like top rope moves by Jordan. Like this was very much like Blake was doing a very Japanese style match and Jordan was doing the power match, which worked well together.
Yeah, it did, and the only thing that I noticed is maybe she's nervous, or maybe it's the way the rings are built or something. But like Jordan Grace is like always almost gonna drop you on your head. Like there was a few
Yeah.
times where you're like she's constantly like a risk of hurting the person that she's wrestling, which I never noticed in TNA, but I noticed in every single WWE match that she's had.
Interesting. Blake Monroe does get the win on this though, so I think that's why I think Blake Monroe is next in line for a championship match.
Which is fine. I
Yeah.
rather have either one of them win. I think at some point it both of them have to win it. I
Oh
think
yeah.
that's the storyline you're trying to tell,
Yeah,
right? Because
absolutely.
Julia won it,
Yep.
and
Steph has
then
won it.
Steph won it. So now I think you're gonna have to have both of these
Yeah.
wrestlers win it.
Then we get some news. We get news that the show Speed has been canceled, and NXT will be absorbing the two champions.
Yeah, which is fine because the show speed was one match a week
Yeah.
for
for 3 minutes.
for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Um,
So they made note of
sure.
the. So now, so they show what's her name with both Sol Ruka with both belts. They're gonna decide who the number one contender for her is,
And this
and
is the first time I actually enjoyed most of the cutscenes
yeah,
on an NXT show, except like Ava's just so bad.
she's bad. That's a
Like
that's a
she
nepo
can't
that's a
even
nepo hire though.
you have
Come
to
on,
like
we
and
know
I'm not
that.
trying to be rude. It's not like it's a speech impediment. She literally just can't talk. Like when she's trying to like give off the lines, it sounds like someone's like holding it right 2 feet in front of her face and she's struggling to read what it says on the card.
Yeah,
And then maybe the speed belts will come to the new show.
yeah. But we do have the announced people who are going to be going for Sol Ruka's championship for the Speed Championship. It is one member from the main roster, one member from TNA, one member from AAA, and one member from NXT. So it's
No,
going to be
it's
a
two members for it's one from Raw and SmackDown.
no,
That's what it said. That's what she said on the thing.
no. So they changed it. It's now NXT. So we are getting Candice LeRae against Zaya Brookside,
Ah, that's okay.
and then in the
As long
second
as
bracket,
Candice LeRae doesn't get injured as soon as the match
um,
starts.
then we're getting NXT talent Lainey Reed. I don't know who she is.
I have no idea.
Yeah, against Fabi Apache.
I have no idea who that is.
Fabi Apache. We just watched her on AAA against Flamare and Natty.
Oh, it's from AAA. I was like thinking from the main roster in my head. I'm like,
No,
who the fuck is Fabi? Some Italian wrestler?
no, Fabi Apache.
Yeah,
She's
Fabi Apache. I
Fabi.
heard you say
Yes,
Fabia Apache. So I'm like, oh, it's some Italian
it's
wrestler.
my brother, Fabio.
Fabia. Anyways,
But yeah,
um,
so
I think this is where you let Zaya Brookside win the belt and
you think
finally
so?
let TNA
TNA
win a
win a WWE
WWE
champion.
belt because this belt literally doesn't matter, and it
Yeah,
will mean a lot for her career to add that to her
yeah,
Wikipedia.
yeah, absolutely it would. So with that, our next match, it's a mixed tag match. The promo going into this was fantastic between Ethan Page and Chelsea Green.
Yeah, it is, but this is what something I want to talk about, and I'm just like we argued about this for a while while we were watching something on Saturday. I think the Noah show, which by the way was so bad. Um, it they had really bad camera angles. It was super
Oh,
zoomed in for some reason. Anyways, I can't stand the angle of Canada's bad. Like they're not selling we're bad guys from Canada.
no.
They're selling hate my whole country.
Yeah.
And two Canadian big time wrestlers signed on willingly to just be like, fuck that. I don't give a shit. I
Yeah.
just want money. And to me that upsets me.
Yeah, as a Canadian.
It's because it's not you're talking about these wrestlers are bad. They're trying to portray the entire country and the fan base is just dum dums. So they're all
And
like, "Oh, Canada is bad. Fuck Canada."
this is Shawn Michaels' fingerprints all over it.
For sure, because it's Heart Foundation to the
Yeah,
max.
exactly.
But in the Heart
Exactly.
Foundation storyline,
Brett would
they
never
weren't being like people from Canada are bad. He just hated Americans. Where
yes.
these people are making it seem like
Canada's
Canada's bad.
bad. Yeah. But we get Ethan Page and Chelsea Green against Tavion Heights and Tyra May Steele. Two people that should not have been in this
See,
match.
listen, I don't want to. I'm not going to be that guy, except I will. These are two of the worst wrestlers I've ever seen in my entire fucking life.
We've seen Tavion Heights last year in the Noah N1 tournament, and he was atrocious in that.
He was the worst person, but he
Yeah,
wasn't that bad there.
no, but he was bad.
He
He's
has
like
no
over.
chemistry with any of them. And
No, he
Chelsea, sorry, go.
no, he just like over exuberant. Like he's over like, yeah, like dude, like chill, take it down a notch.
This is like the definition of WWE signings, where they just sign athletes, not caring whether or not they can do anything. Like neither one of these people should be in a match of this caliber on a pay-per-view.
No,
Like it doesn't
especially
make any
against someone
sense.
like Chelsea Green.
Or Ethan Page.
But the crowd was super hot for Chelsea though. They loved her in this no matter what.
Yeah,
She could tell them she'd eat their firstborn children and they're like, yeah.
it's just I like the build up for this match was bad. I watched the promos, they were all
Yeah.
bad except the ones that they like the video packages that Ethan and
And Chelsea
Chelsea were
did.
cutting, but the back and forth promos were not good.
No.
The girl in this match, whatever you said
She's
her
the one
name
that
was,
won. Was it Evolve or
yeah,
LFG?
she
Whatever.
just won the show to get on NXT and immediately had a pay-per-view match against two of the biggest names you have.
Meanwhile, you don't have. Meanwhile, no Zarya on the card.
That's
No.
what I'm saying. You had no Sol
Yeah.
Ruka, no Zarya. You didn't let a lot of the people wrestle. I would rather have those two random wrestlers that are with fucking JC Jane than these two.
Right.
Like it's just
Yeah.
weird to me. Sure, you want to have the guy, at least he knows how to like have a match. The
Yeah.
girl wasn't even ready to wrestle.
No. Clearly
It
not.
was like watching Paul Walter Hauser have a match,
Yeah.
which I don't
Which
ever want to watch again.
which he did better.
Yeah, that which is fine, but I'm just tired of watching between. Listen, if
Yes.
I had a
So
nickel for every time,
Mole Man from the Fantastic Four has a match against QT Marshall, and we'll review that for you tomorrow.
if I had a nickel for every time Paul Walter Hauser had a match and I had to watch it, I'd have three nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's ironic that it
That has
happened three
happened.
times.
Yeah. He's actually had three matches.
MLW,
Oh, that's right. He did have an MLW.
I'm pretty sure he was on one of the AEW pre-shows in a match, and then
Right.
this Ring of Honor,
Oh, that's right. I think he was with Costco guy in a pre-show match or
something
something.
like that. Yeah,
But yeah. But it's strange that it's happened three times.
yeah, that's strange. I said ironic for some
Yeah.
reason.
But
Is
yeah,
that the irony of it?
yeah,
Like,
but whatever. I'd
anyways,
rather watch Paul Walter Hauser than Costco guy
oh for sure.
or the Rizzler.
I mean, the first Costco guy match was decent, but you could tell like he in the third match he didn't want to take bumps anymore. He was like, "Oh, I'm getting
I'm
so much
over now.
money for this.
I'm over now.
I'm a
Yeah.
star now. I'm not taking bumps."
Yeah.
And then fucking Marshall had to take every bump for the rest of
Yeah.
it. QT Marshall
And
has to fight all the
all these
garbage.
guys, I was gonna say, poor QT Marshall has to fight all these
He's
guys.
getting paid for sure.
Yeah. But Ethan Page and Chelsea Green win this. There was no doubt that the other guys were gonna lose. Like
But it's
this.
like I don't make me watch a pay-per-view when I have to watch this,
This
man.
could have been a weekly TV match.
You're using two of your better talents. Put them against somebody that's gonna have a good match.
Yeah.
Not a guy who can almost wrestle and a girl who literally is wrestling for the first time ever in her entire fucking life,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. But with
And it
that,
wasn't on the start. It wasn't on the pre-show or the beginning of the show. It was like right before the main event.
this was the piss break match.
That had to be what it was there for.
Yeah. So we're getting Obafemi versus Javon Evans. Before we start, Javon Evans is growing on me.
Yes, but he serves no purpose in this
No.
company. He's used just as fodder for someone to destroy.
Yes.
Has he ever
Javon,
won a match? Have we seen him win a match?
no. Yes, he did beat Ethan Page, I think, once in the
Everyone
grudge
beats
match.
Ethan Page. That's his job.
Yeah. But I think if given the right circumstances, Javon Evans could be their Leon Slater. Slated in the mid
Why?
card.
Because he's black?
No, because their styles are very similar.
Yeah, he's
Right
just
there.
Will Ospreay.
He's more of a top mid card guy than main event fodder. He doesn't need to be main event fodder. But we'll give them this. Obafemi was actually really good in this match
Obafemi
too.
carried this match like crazy because there was a chunk of the match where I thought Javon was actually injured and it seemed like he
Mhm.
couldn't really do anything.
Yeah. But
The fucking throw from the ring onto the announce
I'll say
table.
that was gnarly.
And I mean, okay, it looked really nice, but it was such a basic thing to happen. And the way the crowd
Right.
reacted to it, like someone just got shot, was like, what? What? I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, but it was the crowd. I think the crowd was overly exuberant on this one too.
NXT crowds are always overly exuberant.
They're trying to get themselves over instead of the show itself.
When it's in like the
The facility.
I believe that 100%. In
Yeah.
these bigger shows, it's not. I don't really feel that way.
But this was in Lowell. Lowell has always been a loud crowd.
I mean, yeah, it was a the vibe of the show was like it hit right. Like I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm feeling this.
Yeah. Yeah, there was no dead spots with the crowd except maybe a little bit in the last match.
That Javon, the match with the two people before this.
The Blake Monroe and
No, the next one with the Canadian people.
Ethan Page and that's what I said. Yeah, there was a little bit
They
of
were
a
pretty dead for a nice chunk of that match,
yeah, that's what I said. That was really the only dead spot we had.
which I'm starting to notice. WWE on the replays when you watch the thing live,
They
like, I
pump
don't
in
know,
sound.
they add noise to the shit
Hmm.
because there's a
Yep.
lot of times where I watch the live show and then I come back to finish it because I didn't get to finish the whole thing, and then they're in certain spots the crowd sounds like completely different.
Yeah, absolutely. But Obafemi retains. We knew that was going to happen, clearly. And after the match, Ricky Saints come out, and we are getting Obafemi versus Ricky Saints
Fine.
at No Mercy. And
I
I
do.
think I think this is Ricky Saints will dethrone him.
I think so because you need to kind of have some. I don't know. Is Ricky Saints a face or a heel?
He's a face. He's kind of the
But
tweener.
Obafemi's not really a heel.
No, they're both kind of tweeners. Yeah. But all in
Does
all, this was
Obafemi actually have a real African accent?
yes,
Because
that
I
that
can't
is his.
tell if it's fake or not.
You know what? You know what? They should get him and Omos together, the Nigerian connection, and just like run
Is he
roughshod.
Nigerian?
They're both Nigerian.
I don't know any of the history of this. Yeah, that was a show.
Call themselves the scammers or something.
That's crazy. Nigerian princes. That's what they should call
Yes, the
themselves.
Nigerian, bring in Prince Nana, but he's from Ghana, not from Nigeria.
Nana from Ghana?
But yeah, I'd like that. But Obafemi does retain. We are getting Ricky Saints.
But
This shows.
that's funny you said that. I was having a conversation with somebody on the weekend when we went out that was saying something like they thought the country's name in South America was Ghana
It's
and Guyana
Guyana.
is in Africa. So every time she met someone from Guyana, she thought they were from Africa.
No, Guyana, South America, and
Yeah.
Ghana
So
is.
every time she met someone from Guyana, she assumed that they were from Africa.
Oh, geez.
I was like, okay,
Yeah.
sure.
That's not racist. It's just ignorance.
It's just like silly goose
Yeah.
stuff.
But 7.1. What would you score this one?
You gave it a 7.1?
Yeah.
I'll give it a 7 because I think it's completely watchable. I
Yeah.
just think it's very unnecessary viewing.
Yeah. I can
The
agree
first
with
match
that.
was bad,
Yeah.
and
Everything else was fine.
the mixed tag match because I hate mixed tag rules.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Okay. Fair enough. Middle of the road. Average.
Yeah, it was no, it's a very watchable show.
Yeah.
It's just you don't need to see this.
Yeah. You can skip it if you don't have to. Anyway, with that out of the way, guys, thanks again for joining us. Tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow, we are going to have our ROH Death Before Dishonor pay-per-view review. This was a show that was originally scheduled for September 5th, but for some reason they moved it ahead a week and they aired it this week. And it's free on YouTube. So go watch it on YouTube on the ROH YouTube channel. So if you watch it free on YouTube, you can come back tomorrow and watch our review of it. So with that out of the way, guys, thanks again for joining us. And in the words of Kenny Omega, goodbye and good night.